Alright, what is up folks? Welcome back to a video on my second channel. Today I'm back with another dashcam review this time. And it's this, which is the Navman MiVue 140 GPS tag dashcam. Now currently this is one of the cheapest MiVue dashcams in their lineup. And this, believe it or not, since I got this from JB Hi-Fi, this cost under $100. Yeah, can you believe it? Now, given the fact that this costs just under $100, we're going to be asking ourselves, is it worth the price? Well, if you want to know the answer to that, stay tuned till the end of the video for the answer. So in this video, I'm going to be unboxing the unit. Comes in this small little box here. We'll be showcasing how to install it, wire it up, install the wires and stuff in the car. And then I'll be showcasing some sample footage, both day and night. It does look like this, according to the box. Has a few features on it. Has, of course, GPS tag video, hence the GPS tag there in the name. Also has event recording mode, and of course it has, like all the other Navman MiVue dashcams, it does include a driving speed display. And most importantly, this records up to 1080p as well. Now you can go ahead and pause here if you want to read the rest of the stuff here, which I'm not going to go into right now. But this dashcam supports up to 128 gigabytes, as mentioned at the back of the box just here. But given the fact that this is not going to be my main unit, I'm going to be starting things off with the SanDisk High Endurance 32GB card. Let's go ahead and unbox the unit and showcase what is in the box here. There we go. Alright, first off, we've got the user manual. Put that to the side for the moment. We've got the cable itself to connect to the camera, from the camera to the 12-volt cigarette lighter in your car. We've got the actual, looks like the actual unit itself, which we'll get to in a little bit. I'll put that to a different side there. And we've got the suction cup mount, which unlike my current dashcam that I currently own with the VFO A119V3, that one has a adhesive mount. So if I wanted to switch cars, this suction cup mount would be very, very handy. Let's take that out of the thing there, and here it is. Here's the unit itself. This is a bit of a smaller unit. But it will certainly do the job. Sorry for the focus, being a bitch. There we go. So there's the screen. It has these four buttons on the bottom. On the side, it has the USB port, so you can plug that in via the cigarette lighter. And on the side, it has the power button, the mute audio button, and of course the micro SD card slot. Now, given the fact that this Navman MiVue does not include a USB transfer cable like the VFO A119V3 that I currently own, like I mentioned before, you will need to invest in a micro SD card adapter. So here's my one. Mine's a simple USB one. As you see, it's just plugged into the computer. And on the side, again, sorry for the focus being a bitch, there we go. It has both a micro SD slot and a micro SD adapter slot, as shown here as well. So, now I'm going to go ahead and showcase how you would install this into your vehicle. Alright, so here we are at the car, obviously. And before we need to install it, we'll need to obviously take the plastic off. And the SD card, as you saw at the beginning, is already in the dash cam itself, all ready to go. And all you need to do, it's pretty easy, it just goes in, it's back in. So with the suction facing up that way, you just slips it like that. Just like that. So when you are mounting the dash cam, you want to ideally place it, this is my suggestion list anyway, place it somewhere in the middle, near around your rearview mirror, because obviously you don't want to have the unit itself obstructing your vision while you're driving. So, it's just pretty easy. All you're going to do is find a good spot to put it. So hopefully you can see it right. So here's the dash cam here. And all you're going to do is there's a little lever, hopefully I'm pointing towards it. There's a little lever just below where the suction thing is. And all you're going to do is push it upwards. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty easy. It's just pushing like that. Now you may notice that, that the dash cam might be a little bit loose. And all you're going to do to tighten it up is there's a little screw type thing up here, and all you're going to do is just twist it, if I get this right, twist it to the left, and there we go. Pretty easy to install, nice and simple. So now I'm going to go and show you guys how you would wire the cable, dash cam, all around the headliner, down the side, and into your cigarette lighter. Now, before I go any further, if you are going to mount your dash cam in a car that has side airbags, like my car in this case, you have to be very careful not to jam any wires in between the headliner in there, because even though it is a bit of an unlikely case, you don't want to end up having the airbag come flying at your face while you putting all this in. So what I would suggest is disconnect the battery of the car before you install this in. But since, like I mentioned before, this camera won't be my main unit, I'm not going to worry about that too much. So I'm just going to be very careful to just put it not too deep into here, but just enough so that later on I'll be able to take it all out. Alright, so obviously not the best thing in the world, but this is just to give you a bit of a general idea as how you would wire it up in the headliner and then down on the side here. I did forget to mention that I'm doing this on the driver's side because my other dash cam is, the wiring is, I believe it's on the passenger side. So I'm doing it on the driver's side. So you can probably just see the cable here. But in my case, what I'm going to do is, for now at least anyway, tuck it just under here and up and around. Now, obviously, you guys will do a better job than me, but like I said before, I'm not going to be, this dash cam it's not going to be my main unit. So I will be taking it out later, but this is just giving me an idea. So here's part of the wire here. I just momentarily, like I said, mine's not the best thing in the world. But you guys probably do a better job than me. But in my case, I just tucked it under this little bit here, and you can just see the wire of it in there. And then in my case, I just tucked it in here. Tucked it through there. I might as well tuck this on the bedding too. Alright, there we go. And after all that, just plug it into your cigarette lighter. As it's also plugged in there. And there we go. So yeah, this shouldn't take you too long for you guys to do this. Alright, so after you've wired the dash cam up a headliner and whatnot, now it's time to test to see if this works. Now, you don't have to turn the car fully on if you do the initial setup, but what you're going to do is you put your key in the ignition and you turn it just before the engine starts, which is the accessory, and hopefully you should be able to do it. You should see a blue light on and a Navman pin put up on the screen. There we go, probably should turn off. Alright, so here we go. So it's all up now. I hope you guys can see alright. So you can navigate these settings by just using the bottom of the buttons here. So first off, it tells you to see what language you want to set it as. For some reason it said it's a Russian, I think it was. So you press it up here, and then you press this blue button here to proceed. And here it will say which time zone you want to select. Now, obviously, this will depend on the region that you're living in. But in my case, my time zone is GMT plus 10. So you press the button again to proceed. And now it says which measurement you want to use, of imperial or metric. In our case, in Australia, we use metric. So we'll select that. And I'll press continue. And there we go. That is it. That is very nice. That's very, very easy. And if it all works out perfectly, you should be able to see the start recording up on the top left-hand corner. And you can see all the buttons here. Now, if you want to toggle emergency recording, all you're going to do is press this button here, as indicated here. And basically what they'll do is it'll record, I think it's up to 10 or 20 seconds worth of footage. And then once the SD card is full, the emergency recordings will not get overwritten. So you can go and access it later. Alright, so if you want to take a photo, I guess it's a photo anyway, just press this button here. There you go. As you heard, it took a photo. If you want to view your footage, press this button here, and here it will show which one you want to select. So of a video, event, which in this case is emergency recording, or photo. So just so you know, if you tap this button once, that'll also be another way to take a photo. But if you access the menu, all you have to do is just hold this button here until this thing comes up. And here you have options here you want to change or whatever. And you can go ahead and do so. Alright, so I did say before that to get into the menu here, you have to hold the button down until the menu comes up. But what you have to do is basically just press it to get into the menu. That's it. So file playback works the same as if you were to press this button down here to view your videos and photos and such. Sound recording, it's on by default, but if you wanted to not record sound, you can either do it through here or by the button on the side of the dash cam there. Video recording, now you can record up to 5 minutes, so you can do 1 minute per clip, 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Video resolution, it's default 1080p at 30 frames per second, but you can record 720p if you want to. And down here, go to system, and here you can do choose our options here. So you can satellite, change date and time, turn on or off system sound, adjust the volume, LCD standby if you want to have that always on, or you can turn it off. Change the language, distance unit if you want to change it back to imperial if you want to, or one or the other. Or you can reset all these to default if you wanted to there. And the last one here is format. So obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. If you were to select this option, obviously that will enable you to wipe the media that you have on the SD card and start from fresh. So it is pretty simple. So now we're going to move on to the sample of day and night footage. Alright, so here's some sample footage from the Dashcam. Of course, we're going to start things off with some day footage. Now, all these Dashcam clips were recorded in 1080p at 30 frames per second. I haven't changed it at all. Now, honestly, I am quite impressed with the video quality of this Dashcam. Even though, like I mentioned before, this is one of the cheapest Navman MiVue Dashcams that are on the market right now. And honestly, I was also quite surprised by it too. I personally think that the quality looks slightly better than a couple of Navman MiVue Dashcams that I owned in the past. Now, the quality is obviously not the best by all means, but given the fact that this Navman MiVue Dashcam just costed under $100, honestly, you can't go wrong with it at all. But honestly, I'm actually quite impressed with the day footage so far. Alright, so this is just a quick audio test of the Navman MiVue 140 Dashcam. Now, I'm pretty sure the audio is going to probably sound very, very similar to all the other Navman MiVue Dashcams that are currently on the market right now. Even it might sound better, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to wait till I'll have to edit it into the video itself. So yeah, this is just gives you a bit of an idea as to what the audio of the Navman MiVue 140 Dashcam sounds like. And here is some nighttime footage from the Dashcam. Now, honestly, I'm actually still quite impressed as to how it turned out. Now, again, the quality is not the best by all means, but given how cheap this Navman MiVue Dashcam is, I couldn't really complain about it. Now, in lit up areas like this, it actually did really well, but even in areas that are not lit up as much, I personally think it still did really well. So overall, I am quite impressed as to how it turned out. Alright, so now time to answer the question that you all probably been waiting for. Is this worth it? Now, the answer to that, for me personally, yes. I would personally recommend this to anyone who hasn't got a Dashcam yet. Good quality turned out to be really well. Again, it wasn't the best, but given how cheap this was, I couldn't really complain about it. It did really well in the day and night. Given the price of this Dashcam being, like I said, under $100, this is definitely probably one of the best Navman MiVue Dashcams in their lineup. So I would personally recommend this. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. If you guys want to see more non-gaming content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications so you never miss out on content like this in the future. Hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace out, folks.